Can you hear me now? Hold up, hold up. What about now? Can y'all hear me, guys? What about now, guys? Am I good? Cool. Appreciate it, Pumpkin. DJ. All right. Are we straight right now, guys? All right, cool. I went on a rampage just a minute ago, and it just was kind of crazy, and I didn't even have no sound. It's all good though. We straight right now though. We straight right now though. As I was saying, this whole impeachment thing, family, don't get caught up in this madness. Save your money. Adopt the 50-30-20 rule. 50% of your change need to be going toward bills and whatnot. 30% need to be going toward, your savings, and then another 20% for pleasure. Okay? Because if you look at my title, the title says Trump is impeached, which that's ridiculous when you have so many homeless people in America right now. And heaven is on earth. We've always known that as youngsters, but when you get caught up in a situation, what's going on right now, there's a small group of people that pretty much dictates everything that happens to us. I was just talking to a partner of mine the other day, and I would tell him, and just think about this for a minute, family. There's something called GMO, genetically modified organisms. That's what they tell you, right? So let's look at this for a minute. You have, and I got the television on right now, guys, looking at this nonsense. You have these people in Congress, and I don't know if you guys have ever voted. And family, make sure you hit that like button. Family, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to videos. And I appreciate you guys being in the garden. It's just right now, I just want to kind of throw some substance on what's really going on, and then see how it can kind of relate to what's happening now. This whole Trump impeachment thing is a scam. If you've been in the garden, family, I've told you that there are 3 branches of government. Okay? And this whole impeachment process is null and void. There's only been 3 presidents that have been impeached in the history of the republic. Only 3. Andrew Johnson, Nixon, Clinton, and now Trump. Has no bearing on your life whatsoever. And so them trying to make this that important, don't fall for it, family. Right now, you have the 3rd branch of government, which is the Supreme Court. You have all these homeless people, right, in California, in Idaho, Texas, all over. You have senior citizens right now. And if you've checked me out in the past, family, and if you know any older citizens, the Social Security checks, family, on the average is $1,400 a month. $1,400, $1,450 a month. Who can survive off of that? Okay. If you know about our veterans, and my sister, she was a veteran. She actually served in Desert Storm. 20 veterans a day commit suicide. Nobody talking about that. So we got senior citizens. We have the homeless. We have all these school districts that are just kind of going up in flame, family. And it amazes me that the real news is not actually being told, right? And we get caught up in all of this minutia of crap, fake news, that we kind of actually forget the importance of what's really going on. Family, right now, pay yourself first. Save your money. Put yourself in a good situation to benefit from this economic crash that's going to happen. While they're going on with this impeachment and all this other stuff, what they're not telling you, family, is that this is the longest bull market, which means this is the highest the economy has ever been for an extended period of time, which is great for smart people, which is great for people that no longer want to live check to check. They want to take their own financial situation in their own hands. If you're only dependent on Social Security, it's not going to happen. Byron, Tribunals Worldwide, my little sister Pumpkin, Brandon Mason, DG, Daughter of the Most High, what it do? Oh, yeah, Brandy, the retail apocalypse. I mean, I hate to laugh, but we're the only ones that really suffer from this. But I hate playing that victim role too. When the information is out there to kind of change the situation, especially for my younger audience. Family, you're in your 40s, your 30s, your 20s. This is a great opportunity for you to start setting yourself up for some good things to happen in the future. Don't believe the hype. This thing is cyclical, okay? So this Trump impeachment, this is basically kind of giving way to this economic crash. And so when the economy does crash, you don't want to be put in a situation where you're not going to benefit from it. And what I mean by benefit from the crash is by saving you some change and invest. You're never, ever going to be in a financial situation that you're really comfortable with if you don't invest, family. And I would invest in yourself first. Understand that your health is your wealth. And if you invest in your health first, then the wealth going to come. As easy as just saving your money, paying yourself first. These bills ain't going nowhere. So pay yourself first, whether it's 10%, 15%, 20%, 30%, pay yourself first, family. Because like Brandon Mason said about the retail apocalypse, family, it's not an accident that all of these retail stores are bankrupt. I just come across something on the wire that a lot of the jobs that these mid-management people are having are being replaced by robots. And so this whole notion of going to college, I'm not an advocate of going to college if you're not going to attain a certain skill set. You know, if you're just going to college, just go to college. Those jobs that are there now are not going to be there when you get out of college. And why put yourself in a situation where the government will not allow you to file for bankruptcy with a $20,000, $30,000, $50,000, $60,000 student loan when they allow businesses? They have to keep a certain group of people poor. Okay? And God, this is heaven on earth. And if you don't think so, it's a different mindset. I got into a conversation with someone that actually precipitated my video about the Most High and the Most Highest, and how, you know, heaven is on earth right now. And if you actually have a different mindset, you can actually manifest your own reality, manifest your own happiness, and just kind of ignore this madness about politics, economics, because all that stuff is just diversions, diversionary tactics. Brown says imaging. That's what's up, man. He's learning about swing trading. That's what's up. And if you swing trade, family, like I said, I'm not I don't do a lot of trading, but that swing trading is a great source of passive income. And what you basically want to do, guys, is increase your levels of income, meaning streams of income. Family, Uber, Lyft, YouTube, anything, guys, that you can kind of get extra income coming in, you want to do that. More than one income is going to always help you, especially when you start investing. And what I mean by that, if you got your major source of income, get you another source of income while you can put 100% of that income in investments. You dig? 100% of that income in investments. All right? Family, tax time coming up. Before I get out here, I just want to kind of share the new tax code. Remember, if you don't have itemized deductions, use the standard deduction. If you're single, you're head of household, use the standard deduction, because whatever your income is, that's $12,200 right off the top of your AGI. And what that means is your adjusted gross income can be automatically deducted by $12,200. And if you're married, I think it's 24,000. Okay, so if you don't have a tax guy, or if you don't know anything too much about taxes, family, take the standard deduction if you're not a business owner. And in year 2020, family, start your own business. Whatever it is that you can think of, start your own business. Okay, go to the county clerk's office and get you a trade name, get you a DBA. DBA is called doing business as. Right? I'm on YouTube. Only reason I've done the ad stuff so that I can have access to tax deductions. Because as a YouTube creator, I can start my own business, right? And use all of the stuff like for the computer, my lights, everything I use to create these videos, which is not a lot, but it's monthly bills, the internet, my lights, where I stay. You did? All that's tax deductible. It's business expenses. And so you add that with that standard deduction on your Schedule C form, it's nothing but love for you. You did? Marcus, what it do, bro? Jojo, what it do? Jojo just asked, what is swing trading? Swing trading is, guys, let's say you want to invest in a company like AT&T or Ford, right? Well, you get in it and you buy 100 shares or you buy 1,000 shares of Ford stock for $9, right? And then, of course, you've done your fundamental analysis, you've done your research, and you know that Ford stock is going to go up. And it goes up to like $10 or $11. Well, once it gets to $10, $11, then you know once you purchase that stock at $9, then you done made $3 a share. And so then you sell it. And then you make your profit, which is capital gains, right? And that's all it is, family. And so that's why it's important that to even get into even type of swing trading or day trading, family, you have to have capital. You have to have some money. And that's a great opportunity to do. And I tell you, it's a lot of people make money swing trading. A lot of people make money option trading. But you have to do the due diligence. You have to put that work in, put that research time in. I would never ever start swing trading, day trading, option trading if you're not going to put the time into doing the research. All the information is out there, guys. There's a lot of money to be made swing trading or day trading if you do the research, if you understand technical analysis, fundamental analysis. And all that is being able to read charts and then read balance sheets, quarterly statements, annual statements. If you can read those, you'll be a pretty good day trader, swing trader, option trader. Okay. Oh yeah, nice, Angeline. I'm actually invested in Ford. Ford does pay dividends, family, and the swing trading, the day trading, guy, that's all kind of more risk if you don't put the research in. But trading, or not trading, but investing in companies that pay dividends, family, that's the ticket. Okay, like I said, I've been with Ford a couple of years. I invest in Ford, even though they've had some recalls here lately, right? But as a shareholder, they always going to look out for the shareholder. AT&T, family, is another company. And guys, remember, this is for entertainment purposes only. AT&T just raised their dividend payment from 50 cents to 52 cents a share. Now, what does that mean? Imagine if you have 10,000 shares of stock in AT&T right now. AT&T would be paying you $5,200 every 3 months. Now think about the sacrifice and think about, the rainbow that you can actually create if you start saving your money and start investing in companies that pay dividends. And I'm talking blue chip companies, fam. I'm talking companies like Ford, AT&T, okay, companies that pay dividends. Yes, daughter most high. Ford, AT&T. My gosh. I got them written down, family. Because see, what you do when you actually get into investing, family, invest in companies that's going to pay you. Invest in companies that, put the shareholders first. And the only companies that put shareholders first are companies that pay dividends. Companies like Intel, companies like GE, Pfizer, AT&T, Procter & Gamble, Johnson & Johnson, okay? These are all companies, Cisco, Qualcomm. These are all companies that pay dividends. And so imagine if you have 4 or 5 companies that you make a sacrifice and start saving your money and investing in these companies. And think about in 5, 6, 7, 8 years, you invested in 4 or 5 major dividend companies. Okay? Ford right now pays 28 cents a share. Okay? Intel pay like 43 cents. AT&T pay 52 cents. So imagine if you got 10,000 shares of stock in 4 dividend companies. Okay? Well, let's say one company paying you 52 cents. That's $5,200. One company paying you 48 cents. That's $4,800. Another company paying you 30 cents. That's $3,000. So this is money that's coming to you every 3 months, and you just going to sleep. And you're not going to spend it every time. We're talking $10,000, $12,000, $13,000 every 3 months. That builds and builds and builds. And so, after 10, 15 years, you're not worrying about Social Security or pension. Angeline, Apple, yeah. Actually, I got into Apple when it was $178 a share. I don't have a lot of Apple stock, but I got into it when it was $178 a share. It's over $200 some now. Hey, I am family. I'm taking a test called the Series 60, right? And the only reason I'm doing this for entertainment purposes only because once I take the test, I'll be a certified financial advisor, and then I can give you information on my name. You did? But right now, this is for entertainment purposes only. But I'm telling you right now, there are a lot of opportunities out there if you invest smartly, if you do the research. And I'm telling you, dividend stocks, okay? Like I say, AT&T just raised their dividend to 52 cents a share. Dividend stocks, index funds, IRAs, which is an individual retirement account, which you actually can buy dividend stocks in your IRA and just let it ride. Put cash in your IRA and just let it ride. And so now you have these multiple accounts that are compounding growth, that are paying you dividends. And then imagine you in your 60s now. What you worried about? Nothing. Because see, this is what, those with financial education, that I grew up poor, so we didn't get this. This is information, family, that I've just kind of, over these last 7, 8 years, accumulated. And I want to share with the family. And I'm telling you right now, family, pay yourself first. This Trump impeachment is a joke. That's fake news. What's real news is understanding that inflation is 2% every year. That's what they want, 2% every year. So if you're just depending on your Social Security, then every year your Social Security gets less. Why do you guys think so many people that are in their older ages have to go back to work? Caterpillar, that's another one. And Angelina, they say they pay $1.25 in dividends. That means if it's $1.25 in dividends, now is that yearly? And I have to check into is that the yearly dividends, or is that per quarter? And I have to look into that because Caterpillar, if they paying $1.25 in dividends, imagine how much you get every 3 months if you got 10,000 shares. And again, and that should be the goal. 100 shares, then 1,000 shares, then 10,000 shares. And remember, family, these dividend companies that you invest in, you do not have to spend the dividend check. You can what they call DRIP. That's called dividend reinvestment product, where you actually just reinvest your dividend check and now your shares go up. And so instead of just spending the dividend check, reinvest the dividend amount into the company, and then you have more dividends the next time around. Wow, per quarter? Wow. Now like I say, they like $145 a share. So these are top companies that's going to pay you to invest in them. And I'm telling you right now, daughter of the Most High, that's how you do it. Because see, once you invest in companies, and remember, they don't care about the consumers. They don't care about y'all. They only care about the shareholders. Shareholders get love in companies, not consumers, not the body. They don't care about y'all. I mean, think about it. If they cared about us, wouldn't it be more companies in America paying American workers instead of overseas? You know all these companies overseas? Because they can lower the operating costs so they can get more investors, so they can have a higher share price, so they can get more dividends for their shareholders. If they really cared about the consumer, all these companies would be in America, but they really care about the shareholder. So you want to be a shareholder, not a consumer. Okay? You can start with as little as $50, $100. I mean, I'm telling you, to actually start investing in family, and like I said, this for entertainment purposes only. Do your research, okay? And like I said, there are companies, there are dividend companies. I also have you guys kind of looking at something called REITs. That's what they call real estate investment trust. And what these companies are, they all pay dividends. Actually, they're required to pay like 80% of their income in dividends because this gives you opportunity to invest in real estate without actually purchasing the property. You basically a shareholder of the company, and they pay you dividends. Okay, so look into that family. Oh yeah, McDonald's, they pay too, Angeline, no doubt. So there's a lot. Coca-Cola, there's a lot of companies out there, family, that if you start now, right, start putting that change back. And like I say, don't just keep it in cash, because see, cash, it depreciates every year. Remember, if your bank account is only giving you 0.10% or I think Citibank said they giving 50 cents. But if inflation is about 2% every year, then you're losing money every year just staying in cash. See, only money you want to keep in cash is the money you have in your emergency fund for emergencies, right? And then what you're paying, then you're paying your bills. Everything else needs to be invested, making your money make money. Because if it's just sitting in a savings account, family, you're losing money every year. Okay? So it's called REITs, guys. Real Estate Investment Trust, REIT. Look into those REITs, Real Estate Investment Trust. And guys, with those real estate investment trusts, it's a lot of those companies. There's one company called CenturyLink, and another one called, remember, family, for entertainment purposes only, but I got to share this information with the family. Un momento, por favor. Yep. CenturyLink. Okay. That's a nice one. EPD. AES. And guys, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and put this in the description box, guys. I'm going to go ahead and put some up, because I have several companies that I've written down here, guys, that are good dividend companies that if you want to start, remember, it's not going to happen overnight, but this is something that you build over time. And building it over time, fam, you're just going to watch it grow. And there are a couple of companies like Fidelity, E-Trade, Charles Schwab, Ally. These are all companies where you can actually start using them to invest, right? And they don't pay any commissions. They charge zero commissions. And what that means is you can purchase stock with no charge. Okay, no doubt, no doubt. Okay, so if I'm gonna get on out of here, guys, I've been on 27 minutes. I'm glad you guys joined me in the garden. I'm gonna be coming back with a lot more information about this thing here, family, because I tell you, generational wealth starts one day at a time. It's not gonna happen overnight. We get so impatient. But just imagine saving that change, right? Like Ford right now, I think Ford is like $9 and some change. And I've been with them a couple of years, AT&T, okay? But hold on to that change, right? Because when this market crash, because see, right now, the market is overvalued. You're not going to go buy a pair of tennis shoes for $500 when you can get them for $50 6 months later, right? This is the mindset, okay? Oh man, family, I did put that in my title about the insurance fraud, and I just thought it blew my mind. I didn't know that Progressive, Geico, State Farm, the amount of money, family, that they spend on commercials, right? We got Geico. Geico spends $1.5 billion a year just on commercials and ads. Progressive spends $1.05 billion. And State Farm spend over $629 million. Now think about this. These insurance companies, and these are car insurance companies and whatnot, they spend billions of dollars on ads, right? But then when you try to get a claim, how long did it take you to get your claim? And this is not only with these companies, this is with all insurance companies. It's a fraud. It's a scam. So family, don't go on these names. I did not know that these companies, Geico, Progressive, State Farm, over $3 billion a year in just ads alone. What? And you got all these homeless people out here, right? Man, that's crazy. So I don't know if you guys are with these insurance companies, family, but I'm telling you right now, it's a fraud. Billions of dollars spent. And guess what these billions of dollars also go to? Politicians. If the companies, these insurance companies, not only spend billions of dollars on ads, right? They spend millions and millions of dollars to the politicians so they don't say nothing. When the last time you got into a wreck? Think about this, family. You get into a wreck. You get some tickets. Your insurance goes up. Huh? That's ridiculous. So here you are. You don't pay Geico. You don't pay Progressive. You don't pay State Farm. A monthly premium. And family, you know what does I do? 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 5 years, 6 years, 10 years you're paying insurance every month. When has an insurance company ever at the end of their time said, you know what? Let me give you something back. Let me give you $1,000 back. Okay? At the end of the year, you done paid a whole year of insurance. Let me give you something back. No. They spend billions of dollars on insurance to get more customers. And then when you get into a wreck or when you get a ticket, your premium go up? Come on, man. If that's not cognitive dissonance, if that's not a system that's just taking advantage of us, I don't know what is, family. How do you justify that? I mean, when I found that there was a gas guzzler tax that the IRS collects, I was blown away. A gas guzzler tax? Family, you know we pay a federal excise tax 18 cents a gallon, right? It was 29 cents in 2018, but they've lowered it to 18 cents a gallon that we have to pay in taxes on fuel. Okay? And a gas guzzler tax since 1978. Did we know that? Did you guys know y'all paying an extra tax to the IRS? Did you know you're paying an extra 18 cents a gallon at the fuel tank? Wow. So that's why I say, family, you're not going to be wealthy. You're not going to be in a financial situation by just going on this everyday situation and not paying yourself first or not investing. We are the ones that are, suffering from this. Okay? And we have to have car insurance. While these car insurance companies pay billions of dollars in ads, but then our premium goes up every year. That's not right, family. So, I just want to hit that one. Thank you, Brandon Mason. Thank you, Dr. Most High. I almost missed that insurance situation. I want to make sure I hit that because I thought that was ridiculous. Okay? Oh, man, Victoria. We talked about the registration and the inspection tax, that's which we voluntarily pay, and nobody say nothing about. And then we go to the office and they treat us like crap. I think they have a session or they have a class where they have to treat us like that. I mean, think about this, family. We voluntarily buy a car, have to get insurance. Every year have to get a registration and a sticker. Family. And my baby sister, Pumpkin, an extra $100 for my nephew in insurance. Really? And he ain't got no wrecks. He ain't got no tickets. We just go and pay, Victoria. No doubt. Nobody say anything. And that's why this, I don't know if you got a chance to watch my video earlier, family. I did a video. I was blown away because I didn't know that they had something called the Streaming Awards. They have a YouTube award show. I wasn't on there. The Streamies. And then I looked at all the people that was winning, the content creator of the year and all of these winners. It was all crap. It was all dumbed down information. There were no truthers. I didn't see Mag Bit of Truth. I didn't see Infinite Waters. I didn't see Alan Watts. I didn't see cast that was, I didn't see people on there that are truthers. None of the truthers were on the Streaming Awards. I didn't get a nomination. That tells you right there, family, they mainstreaming YouTube, and the truth is about to be, they're going to probably put us on a dark web or something. I don't think we're going to be able to get out here and get this love because I promise you right now, I have too many people say, Bean, where your videos? Bean, where your videos? I'm like, wait, I just did a video. You did? Oh, my gosh. Straight whitewashed. All right? Well, fam, I'm going to get on out there, fam. I really appreciate you guys joining me in the garden. I'm going to be coming back again tomorrow. If I'm not going to make the Streaming Awards, I got to keep, dropping this knowledge. I mean, this food for thought. Pay yourself first, family. Trump is impeached, which means nothing because the Senate is going to backdoor and say, no, he's not going to be impeached. We're going to acquit him. So he's going to remain president. So all of this time and energy and money and, was for what? He's still going to be president. Okay? So, family, let's stay on that red pill, family. In the meantime, between time, may the Most High, may the Most Highest bring you joy. And being with is going to be out of 5,000. Appreciate your family. I love you guys. And I'm out.